Good morning, day 3 on the Camino de Santiago. I slept fantastically, despite initial pain, and I had interesting dreams. Today we go to Pamplona. The city of 200,000 people certainly has something to offer that I haven't had yet today. A good breakfast. I say goodbye Zubiri. Today it looks easy. Apparently it only goes downhill. Nevertheless, 21 kilometers. Well, then let's go. Dude, they are pulling your leg. You just have to get through the Pyrenees and then it's all downhill. Yeah, right. What is that? What is this? Doesn't anyone know what it is? Or is it simply a trick, a marketing trick? I can only repeat my wish. Netherlands of all nations, unite. I'm for it. Being flat everywhere, like in the Netherlands. Everything flat. Beautiful beaches, nice people, tulips. See you then. Where's that? Pilgrims! Always these crowds of pilgrims here on the way. You never have a moment of peace. That was just a small joke, of course. Surely, these are Mike and Glenn, 2 Americans I met yesterday in the albergue. Well, and we have been to the restaurant, celebrating. Well, celebrating is an exaggeration. We have been in the restaurant, and yes, we have already drunk quite a load of wine, so that's true. That little place there. I hope I can get breakfast there. I haven't had coffee yet. So, another hour to Pamplona. Well, maybe a little less. 3/4 of an hour maybe. There was no restaurant open on the way. There was no supermarket, no coffee, no breakfast. I'm going to take a break now. You know who's here? There's the mouse. And the mouse is always with me. The mouse sees everything I see. Look, I have found a nice place. Found a nice place. Oh, the nice place I have. Wonderful. Wonderful. Clear cold water. I'll put my feet in it right away. Yeah, these feet. Oh dear. Yeah, I have to postpone this. Was just about to get undressed. And here you come around, horses. Do the horses have a pilgrim's passport? Yes. But they have to collect small horseshoes. No stamps in it. Buen camino. I just had my first encounter with a traveling merchant. They are quite common on the Camino. And he just sold me a nice tea. Nice. They seem to know what you need. Shortly after 2 p.m, I'm in Pamplona, or at least a suburb. The bridge probably dates back to the Roman times and has been maintained for centuries to allow pilgrims to cross the river. On the other side I can get a stamp in a chapel. The albergue is hidden somewhere near the river. At least I got a little lost until I found it. The Americans from Zubiri are also here. And yes, the room is still pretty empty. We are only 5 people in a room with more than 10 beds. I can charge my batteries and do my laundry. Then I actually wanted to go straight on, explore downtown Pamplona. But it was raining. A Spanish guy told me there was no rain. Those were drops, little drops. Anyway, I'm a bit tired, so I rest for 2 hours. Then I took the bus to the city center, to the Plaza de Castillo. It is crowded. Music is played, and in front of the clubs and bars lots of people stand in line. But somewhere I find in a corner a small table. I get a beer and a Spanish omelette with shrimps. It was the best on the whole Camino. It was delicious. Finally, I found something to eat after all. Happy end. Afterwards I filled up my water supply, passed the arena, and yeah, what can I say, I was ready for bed. So I took the bus back to the albergue. The Camino is long and I realize that recovery becomes important. Good evening, day 3 on the Camino Frances. This morning I left Zubiri and landed near Pamplona. Found a nice albergue. I show you that right now. And who did I meet here? Glenn, Jerry and Mike. Jerry was a bit behind me and Mike and Glenn were ahead of me. It was a good walk. It was fun. Sometimes it was uphill, sometimes downhill, but pleasant. The weather was good again. There were many beautiful impressions that I have collected today. Slowly I also notice that I am no longer at home. The landscape changes and the construction of the houses change. Today when I was sitting at the bridge, I thought again about the topic of home. I actually feel at home almost everywhere along the way. That's quite strange. Home is always where you are. Home is a feeling within us. And if we manage it, we can make anywhere at least a little bit like a home. Or we can make any place a home. And the most beautiful moment was actually not today, but last night. We had planned to get up early, a little after 6. But it turned out to be later, around 8:30. We only had 3 hours ahead of us. Anyway, during the night, Everyone was still a little awake. Glenn suddenly got up and opened the door to the balcony so that fresh air could come in. And we could hear the sound of the river all night. It was like a dream. That was really dreamy. You could really relax very deeply. And in my head, there were still fireworks of visual and auditory impressions. Yes, I burned off all the impressions of the day. All the things, the conversation, the many things that were already going through my head anyway. It's been a back and forth of content that's been going through my head. At some point, I imagined a pilgrim, a woman who has always accompanied me or us, who has also been with me on the Pyrenees. She was there. She spoke to all of us like a real person. We talked. We had long conversations. But then I realized that this person was not there. She doesn't exist. But nevertheless, in this dream, she seemed so real to me, as if she was really there. These are the things that happen when you suddenly start walking for hours on the Camino. At some point I fell asleep very deeply, so deeply that I can no longer remember anything. At 6 in the morning I woke up, and then it started again. I have my first blister today. Left foot, left little toe. I still have to treat it. The most important thing of the day is actually I bought 2 bottles of water. You don't know if there will be a supermarket on the way tomorrow. Today there was no restaurant, no bar, nothing. I just hiked the whole time. I had no breakfast. I didn't have any coffee today. I didn't have lunch either. It's really hard to imagine. It's hard. That's why you have to be prepared. I saw vending machines once in a while where you could get something to eat or drink. The vending machine business is big on the Camino. Tomorrow we go from Pamplona to Puente la Reina. 6 hours according to Google Maps. The Americans have also told me they want to leave early, and I'll try again. 6 a.m? Let's see. And if I plan a break for 2 hours, I hope to be at the finish line at about 2 or 3 p.m. Hope it will be easy. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and want to follow me on my journey, give me a thumbs up and share the video. And don't forget the bell. If it doesn't ring, then you don't know anything is happening. Take care. See ya. Ciao. After I told Glenn about the delicious tortilla, his mouth watered, and he decided to stay in Pamplona for the rest of his life and eat tortilla every day.